Welcome to the Road Reality channel. On this channel, you will be able to see the aftermath of all the accidents through images and videos. Most importantly, it is necessary to draw conclusions and apply them. If you are ready, let's begin. On highways, crash cushion trucks used to protect workers during construction or accident response are getting hit pretty often. In one case, an SUV slid halfway underneath one of these trucks, leaving it lifted at about a 45-degree angle in the air.
Кто там еще передрал кусы, блядь? Успокойся, успокойся, все.
Even though the type of collision in this crash was extremely dangerous, the Volvo absorbed the impact very well, and the driver not only survived, but didn't suffer any serious injuries. Volvo is a remarkable example of engineering, and its strongest advantage is safety. In Thailand, the truck driver tried braking multiple times, but it didn't work. The truck crashed into a pickup at an intersection, then knocked down a traffic light and street light poles.
ซึ่งอีกฝั่งหนึ่งเขาไฟเขียวเขามุ่งพุ่ง
คนขับกระบะเนี่ยต้อง
ใช่
เพราะไม่เป็นอะไรเนี่ยนะฮะ
คือเพิ่งเสร็จนั่นค่ะกำลังจะขับรถมุ่งหน้าฝั่งเขาไฟเขียวก็ออกอีกฝั่งหนึ่งฝ่าไฟแดงออกมานะคะ
On a highway, the driver of a broken-down car narrowly escaped death at the last moment. He was standing just inches away from his vehicle, behind the crash barriers. Fortunately, no one was injured in the accident. In Australia, a large crash was caused after a 25-year-old truck driver carrying flammable materials became fatigued. The truck lost control, jackknifed, and crashed into a building with several shops. Thanks to the quick response of emergency services, a major fire was prevented.
Incredibly, the 25-year-old suffered only minor injuries. Police are ruling out drugs or alcohol as it took crews hours to remove the BW. All northbound lanes could reopen around 6 a.m. Lanes reopened around 8, while only lightly travelled at this. It's a busy route through a major urban centre.
It is necessary to ensure once again that the cargo is securely fastened before setting off. The driver of a truck carrying about 20 steel pipes suddenly braked, causing 2 of the pipes to burst through the cab and fly forward. The drivers of both the truck and the police vehicle that recorded the incident narrowly escaped serious injury. In Chicago, a car crashed at high speed into a pole and split in two. The rear part caught fire, and the driver fled the scene. He was later found by police with a head injury.
He was worried about someone else being a Mother's Day card that seemingly belonged to the director. The fire was so melted the glass on.
In Indonesia, a 61-year-old driver, unfamiliar with the road, was following Google Maps when the app led him the wrong way. He flew 40 feet off an unfinished bridge, landing on the road, and both the driver and passenger sustained minor injuries. In Indonesia, two people sitting under a statue narrowly escaped being crushed by a truck with failed brakes. However, the statue and a bus couldn't avoid the crash. Fortunately, no one was injured.
Sebuah truk tronton pengangkut bangunan menabrak patung karyawan di Bandung Purwakarta, Jawa Barat. Tabrak pembatas jalan sebelum bis, diduga karena rem truk blok.
In Brazil, in this terrifying accident, the truck driver lost control and hit a parked car, which was then sent flying into a cafe. Fortunately, no one was inside the car, but there were customers in the cafe, and they all escaped unharmed. Brakes aren't very effective on slippery roads, so the best thing you can do is ease off the gas to avoid an accident. In general, your speed should be kept to a minimum on slippery roads, so you can reach your destination safely. A car with a blown tire crashed into two motorcycles and two cars before plowing into an ice cream shop, where it destroyed tables and chairs, and finally came to a stop after hitting the wall of a nearby construction materials store. Only the driver and the passenger were injured. In Malaysia, a truck couldn't stop at a red light because its brakes failed and ended up crashing into a car going on green, flipping it over. Always make sure your brakes are working properly before you hit the road. In Thailand, a brake-failed 18-wheel truck driven by an 18-year-old caused a 15-vehicle pileup in a tunnel, injuring at least one person. Clearing the damaged vehicles from the tunnel took at least an hour. The 18-year-old driver has been charged with causing injury and property damage. In China, a road surface suddenly collapsed, swallowing an SUV carrying 3 people. The sinkhole measured approximately 3 meters in both length and width. All 3 occupants of the vehicle were safely rescued.
这路吧，怎么一个坑哎？路上面。 慢，再敲你我来着。